The pilot in command dozed off at the controls. When he woke up, he was horrified to discover that not only had the plane veered off course and missed the return waypoint, but the fuel tanks were nearly empty. They were about to go down in the ocean. His two crew members in the back had no idea what was happening. The captain didn't dare tell them the truth. After calming himself down, the captain had the radio operator contact the tower, but they couldn't get through. With no other options, the captain ordered them to drop all the bombs to help the plane fly a little farther. The captain looked at the coordinates he'd calculated and realized they were somewhere over the Pacific Ocean. He quickly turned the plane around to head back, but unfortunately, the fuel tanks had already run dry. In that critical moment, the captain ordered everyone to put on their life vests. His two crewmates were completely baffled. Soon the plane hit the water. They managed to pull off a harrowing emergency landing. Seawater immediately flooded the cabin. The captain quickly grabbed the life raft and tried to deploy it. After struggling with it for what felt like forever, he still couldn't get it open. By the time his two crewmates swam over, they discovered the captain had the life raft upside down. The three of them worked together to flip it right side up and climbed aboard utterly exhausted, and so their fight for survival began. 3 days later, no rescue plane had come for them. They had no idea how far the raft had drifted. 5 days and the three men hadn't had a drop to drink. Their skin was burnt raw from the sun. Their lips were cracked and parched. In desperation, Carl scooped up a handful of seawater. The captain saw what he was doing and stopped him just in time. Drinking seawater would only speed up their death. The captain suddenly remembered he had a pen in his pocket. He quickly started sketching out nautical charts and coordinates. After running through a series of calculations, he pinpointed their current position and direction. He said that if they just kept drifting southwest, they'd reach land in 10 days. Hope flickered back to life in the three men. The captain pulled out the rope from the life raft and used a life vest to make a makeshift sea anchor to control their direction and head southwest. Good things happen when you least expect them. That night a heavy rainstorm rolled in. The three men excitedly opened their mouths to catch the rainwater. By daylight they'd unexpectedly caught a shark. It was their only food in days. However, 10 days later, the three still hadn't seen any sign of land. Carl couldn't take this torture anymore and demanded to know how the captain had been flying the plane. The captain had no choice but to come clean with the two of them. He admitted that he'd been exhausted at the time and had closed his eyes and accidentally fallen asleep for 10 minutes. When he woke up, he'd already flown past the return point. But what's done was done. Carl and the other crewmate didn't keep blaming the captain. Instead, they asked him to lead them to survival. The captain picked up the nautical chart, adjusted their direction, and pulled out his leather shoe to use as a paddle. Before they knew it, a month had passed. Through sheer willpower, the three men finally made it back to land.